Read that again.
And Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
That's because what? Because you now have put off the
corruption,
the corruptible body that can still feel pain.
Yep. Of death wears vaccine.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You're not gonna feel any more pain, so you're not gonna feel sorrow. All right. So you're not gonna shed tears. You're not gonna have to. Okay. Give me, if you can, give me Hebrews 2 and 14 and 15. And also somebody give me Sirach and Apocrypha 40 and 2. Yeah. Matter of fact, give me that one first, and then somebody give me the one Hebrews 2.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 40 verse 2, and it reads, their imagination of things to come and the day of death, their trouble.
Matter of fact, start at the top and then read that.
Verse 1, great travail is created for every man, and an heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. From the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the death that they return to the mother of all things.
Basically, everybody that's born of a woman, you're into, from the moment you come into the world, you're anticipating the day that you're gonna die, that you're gonna leave this earth. And most people that especially if you're ungodly and you're just wicked and you love this wicked life, you fear death.
Yep.
You know,
you don't want the end.
Death. You can read about that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, because you don't think that you're gonna come back. You know.
I think Joel 14 and 1 said, man born of a woman is
of a few days and much sorrow or trouble, yeah.
Verse 2, their imagination of things to come and the day of death trouble their thoughts.
Day of death trouble their thoughts. And when something is constantly troubling your mind, it causes what? Distress. Stressing yourself out, man. But what we just read in Revelation, the Lord's going to take away our sorrows. You don't have to worry about the anticipation of death because you're never going to die.
Hey, having the anticipation of death, that's not peace.
That's not at all.
That's not peace. That's really sorrowful. You know? Because you think about how. Or well, how am I going to die? Or when? Or who will I be around?
Right.
You know, that's sorrow. And the scriptures say that he's going to wipe all sorrow and tears away from us.
There's a worldly saying that goes, the anticipation of death is worse than death itself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
There it is. Put off
the weak nature.
The weak nature, man.
Yeah.
Get away those mortal thoughts.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'm reading verse 2 again. Their imagination of things to come and the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart.
Because the fear of the mind. You get real fearful. And that's even going back to the curse in Deuteronomy 28, where it says, thou shalt not have any assurance of thy life.
Yep.
They
hang in doubt.
They shall hang in doubt. You know? You think we're going to be saying that? You think we're going to be having to look over our shoulder in the kingdom, man?
We ain't got to be worried about, look, now you get bit by a spider and die.
Right.
Shit like that ain't even going to happen no more. The beasts of the field, nothing's going to stop us. Nothing's going to try to stop us, prevent us, or you know, hurt us.
We're going to have the fear, the fear of us is going to be upon all the living creatures.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, when you go to sleep, no more nightmares and shit. You know? Demons fucking with you.
Man.
None of that.
I know everybody out here that had a dream where they thought that they got killed. Yeah. You might got shot, fell off of a high rise or something crazy.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have that in the kingdom, man. See? That was really the point right there. That was really the point. Now give me that Hebrews.
This Hebrews 2 and 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself
Let's talk about Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil,
Yeah.
and deliver them who through fear
If
of
I
death,
could throw something out, so like if I could throw something out there, when Job was tempted, how was he tempted? He tempted him with taking away. Job was still straight, but he's like, well, if you keep his life, if he don't have the fear of death, I can't really mess with him. You gotta at least let me give him the fear of death. Say, yeah, but you can't take his life, because the Most High alone belong to issues from death.
That's it.
and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage.
All their lifetime was subject to the bondage of death. Just think about it, man. The fact that we're in these bodies that's subject to sin, that means automatically you're gonna die.
Yeah. This body's gonna die.
This body's gonna die. It's just yielded to sin. You know, that's why Apostle Paul said, you know,
That which I
that
do I hate.
oh wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of death?
There we go. Yep.
So the Lord's gonna have to deliver us from these bodies of death, man. We ain't gotta deal with that anymore.
And reincarnation, you know, coming back, you know, 3-4 generations later to, you know, catch your judgment.
Yeah. Yeah, you expecting a bad ending because you know you fucked up last time around.
Right.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 25, and I'll start at 7. And I will destroy this mountain, the face of the covering cast over all the people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power will wipe away the tears from off the faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord hath spoken it. And this is a precept to Revelation.
Yep. Well,
And also 1
yeah,
Corinthians 15.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Apostle Paul quoted that.
Yep.
See? So that means that we're gonna live after this. We're gonna live forever after that, man. Give me 2nd Ezra 7 and is that 43? Second Ezra 7 and 43. 43 to 45.
Second Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
What's the day of doom? When the Lord finally comes down and judge the world, and with the books open, when he finally gives the beast to a burning flame, death and hell is going to be cast into the lake of fire. That's the day of doom. When America gets annihilated, destroyed, when these other nations get subjugated, when they get fired upon by the chariots, that's the day of doom. That's the same day that we're going to happen. The elect around the four corners of the earth are going to be changed. They're going to be transformed that same day. You're going to see a whole nother glory, man. Go ahead.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time,
Yep.
and the beginning of the immortality
And the beginning of immortality
for to come,
for to come.
wherein corruption is past,
Uh-huh.
and temperance is at an end,
Yep.
infidelity is cut off,
Yeah.
righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
Hey, so those that was given to the second death, there's nothing you could do. They were appointed to that condemnation. And then those that's going to be New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, you know, they're going to be coming down as glorious men and women. Okay, extraterrestrials. And it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, around 11th verse, that the Lord have prepared for you everlasting tabernacles.
It is.
Everlasting. What would you need to transform out of that for, man?
niggas they think that our bodies will get old and we're gonna deteriorate.
They don't think they saying that, but they saying after 1,000 years we just gonna go up like Enoch did.
Why are you worried about 1,000 years later in the kingdom of heaven?
I'm better trying to get on the chariot.
Thank you. Worried about that for, man.
Matter of fact,
Make it out of this place.
Matter of fact, give me go to 2nd Ezra 2.
Yeah, I'm in it right now.
That further down. Yeah. Start at 40.
Yep.
2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 40. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I cannot number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and he was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked
You can read about this in Revelation, the 7th chapter as well. After they come out of the great tribulation, having been delivered, the Lord's going to actually reward them. It's going to be like a ceremony for them in the big chariot, the ship, the cloud. That's when they're going to receive, that status, man.
The verse that says, who are these? These are they that came out of
Great tribulation.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 44, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing,
Here it is.
and put on the immortal.
And have put on the immortal. Come on, man. And matter of fact, hold that. Give me Sirach 18 and 10. Is 1,000 years eternity?
Sirach 18 and 10. As a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the day of eternity.
What did it say? 1,000 years is a day unto the Most High?
Come on, man.
That's not forever, man.
But then in Sirach it says that the days of Israel are innumerable.
There you go. The days.
The days.
The scriptures say Hebrews 13:14, world without end.
There it is.
I mean, it's like, yeah, that's, here we have no continuous city, but we sleep on the tongue. Continuing means
Ongoing.
perpetual.
Yep.
The other one is that.
It says that 1,000 years to the day of eternity.
It's like the sand. Oh, yeah.
So something that's immortal is eternal.
Infinite.
It's infinite. It has no end to it. Okay? Yahweh Shai, there's no, now he's eternal. Before when he was before he was begotten, he wasn't. The Heavenly Father always been immortal. Okay? He always existed. He never had a beginning or an end. Yahweh Shai, he had a beginning. Okay? But after he came down and did what he did, he became immortal. Okay? Now you can go back to that and read that part again.
2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 45. And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
Time. And they also have been changed. They got now they're immortal. They're in a mortified state now. Okay. So, what are these guys talking about, man? And if you want to talk about the translation of Enoch, why was he translated?
Yep.
Let's get into that. Why exactly was Enoch translated? Because Enoch, he wasn't immortal. So why did the Lord actually take him? Somebody give me wisdom